Hello! Today we are doing a scrapbook page and we're going to be using mists, masks and washi tape. So that's my challenge for today, is to get those three things onto this page. I'm going to start out by cutting down my photo a bit. It's a little bit too large for what I want to do, and also the background paper I really fancy using. I don't have a huge amount of it, so get the photo cut down so that I'm happy with the size and it fits the background. I'm then going to take just a cut file, and this is a film strip cut file that I was given, and I'm going to use that as a mask. So I've used it in one place, sprayed, lifted it up, used it in another place and sprayed, and then I'm just going to dry it off. I've only done it twice. It's a really small amount of mist, it's just two colours, that's it, nothing nasty or weird. And then I am utilising my cutting mat to double duty as a stamp platform, because I haven't got one big enough for this particular stamp. So I'm going to stamp this in a couple of colours in a couple of different places, just to add a bit of depth and texture as we go. And then I'm going to also add the film strip, but I'm going to put it on pop dots. So the film strip that I used as a mask, we're going to get that on some pop dots to give it some dimension. Now we're getting into the realms of washi tape. So I'm just pulling out bits of washi. So something within a blue and green colour palette. There's a few blush colours, a few neutrals in there, but mainly blues, greens, teals. And I'll layer in some stamping on that as well, just using the same stamp that I used originally. It's from I think it's a junk journal one, but it's an old stamp anyway. I'm just adding washi tape hither and thither, just horizontal lines of it, rolling it across. I'm using 2 to 3 strips of each type of washi. Just, I've got plenty of it for a start. It helps use it up, but also it allows me a bit more movement throughout the page. Now, the film strip that we had that I put on pop dots, I've cut that up a bit so that I've got more to use, if you like. It makes it go a bit further and makes it look like there's more than there actually is. The photo's also on pop dots because the page is on, the film strip's on pop dots, and it's really difficult to try and put it part flat, part pop dot. It makes it look weird and angular. I don't like doing it. And then the other half of, well, the other like third, if that, of the film strip, I'm going to add towards the top. So this film strip I cut into 3 different parts, and that's what I've used. I've used it for the mask, and I've also used it as an embellishment, so it's done double duty. True to form for me, I am now going to go on and add just embellishments and my title. So the title for this particular page is Circumventing the Rules, because this particular cat knows that there is a no pause on the bench rules, no pause on the kitchen benches. Yeah, so he sat on the side of the dishwasher. Brilliant. Now, I wanted the rules to be very regimented as a font, and then circumventing to be a bit more flowing. So I wanted to get this bit down first, and then I can see how other fonts are going to work, other thicker letter stickers are going to work with it. I went initially for this corkboard one and pulled out all of my letters. I always pull out all my letters because I like to see how it's going to look before I start gluing things down. And this just wasn't doing it for me. I mean, it looks good, don't get me wrong, but just wasn't working for me at all. Just not the right font, not really the right size, and didn't add anything that I wanted to it. So I moved on to a different font and I started to play around a bit with fonts. There comes a point where I begin mixing up the different fonts to see whether I can get it to work. And these 2 particular fonts, I could make the letters work, but it just went too far across the page. It looked really disjointed. It's just too long in the title for it to work as a straight line. So then I went off to this really old, thicker set, and this actually works. The colour works. I've got 2 sets of it, one in black, one in this teal, and although they take up a lot of space, they're very blocky. As soon as I started to curve it, it started to work better, it started to flow. So I'm playing around with these and adding different colours as it goes. So I've gone with blue and teal, as you'll see in the photo here. And that's it. I called it done because I could spend forever fussing around with these and not be happy. But I really like where it's got to so far, and I like what I've got. And I have layered up some of the thickers as well. So hopefully you really enjoyed this quick process video. You've learned a bit about masking, using it as a stencil and as an embellishment. And if you like this video, please subscribe, like my page, and I'll see you back here soon. Bye!